For real?
Hello everybody and welcome back to the world of Persona 5 Royal. You are here with SMK8 aka the Mushroom Rookie. One day left before the terrible consequences or story relevance of Kaneshiro's change of heart, and when the plot thinkens, the plot unravels. But first, we're gonna hang out with our good friend On for a little bit, you know, before we get into all that stuff, because we haven't hung out with her in a bit. So, here we are at a crepe shop. What shenanigans shall become of us? Stay tuned. Hey, I have some big news. Speak of the devil. The double cream from that famous crepe shop is half off right now. Excellent news, everybody. Excellent news indeed. But where's the shenanigans? But I probably can't take a crepe into the hospital, huh? I really want one, though. Do you think maybe Shiho would want one too? Maybe. In that case, I'll buy two. Though, I guess she might have rehab today too. They probably wouldn't even let her eat it. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Shiho started her physical rehab. She pushed it up ahead of schedule. I think it's because I told her about how I wanted to get stronger. She said she was going to start working hard too. I haven't actually seen any of her rehab sessions though. Oh, hold on. What? Now? That's not good. Shenanigans! So it begins.
Sorry.
Something just came up. That was from my agency. One of the models didn't show for a magazine shoot they're doing. They're looking to wrap soon, so I'm gonna head over now to fill in.
Let's go.
It's pretty close though. Wanna come with? Actually, let's just go. I'll race you there. We arrived at the meeting spot. It looks like they're having a pre-shoot briefing. On, Senpai! I'm so pumped to get to work with you today. After I saw you in the last year's show, I think I'm going to cry.
Right.
It really wasn't a big deal. That fashion show was tiny. And by the way, I'm Mika, and please, no honorifics. I might be older, but you have loads more experience on, Senpai. Alright, Mika. It feels a little weird saying it like that. Oh, and you don't need to use Senpai with me. Anyways, it's nice to meet you. Likewise, An-chan. You're so nice. Hey, can you teach me how to be a better model? You know, your everyday routines, stretches...
Huh?
Routines? You mean like singing in the shower? Oh, yeah, she's not really gonna know what you're talking about. Wait, is this just... This is literally just a few steps from the underground mall. This is Central Street. This is still Central Street. We were only a few steps away from the underground mall. Oh, is that all you do? Then what kind of stuff do you eat? I've been looking all over for a place to import some organic green almonds. Plus, I'm getting super tired of eating quinoa. Do I have to, like, boil it in hard water or something? My advice is that you might be trying a little too hard. Almonds? I only ever eat those when they're covered in chocolate. I mean, you know they're still, like, really good just when salted, right? Just try some regular salted or maybe unsalted almonds every once in a while. They're actually not that bad. You don't need to coat them in chocolate every time. Plus, it's a bit healthier. And hard water? Isn't it kind of tough to boil ice? Yeah, I have unfortunate news for you, girlie. She's not the type of woman you go up to ask this kind of stuff for. She's a natural blonde. Take the good and bad. She's a natural blonde model. Do you weigh yourself? Oh, of course. Once a year for the health examinations at school. Oh, yeah. Yep. You kind of knew you were going to be disappointed. Speaking... actually, hold on for just one moment. I need to adjust my mic again. Alright. Well, I think that's good. I think this is good so far. Of course, I rely on you guys to tell me in the comments. So, anyways, back to the story. So you're gonna keep it all a secret from me, huh? No, that's not really the case at all, really. She doesn't really do anything. What you see and what you hear is basically what you get. She's the genuine article. I get it. I guess it's hard trusting someone you just met. She just doesn't go through any of the crazy, outlandish routines you do. You're probably a bit, more serious taking about being a model, but this just kind of comes natural for her. At least that's the sense that I'm getting.
Oh,
That's not it. I just don't really think about that stuff. It has nothing to do with not trusting you. It's more that modeling is a hobby for me. What? Oh, yep. That personality snap. Ooh, things are gonna get real nasty. Ah, senpai, that's so horrible. What do you mean you don't care about modeling for these guys? Vocal manipulation. That's your key card. I know what kind of games she plays. It's still really incredibly dirty and crappy, though. You said that, Anchan? And these guys are no better. They just take whatever words are coming out of... Wait, Take a deep breath, explain your case. Hold on a second, guys. Not all is what it seems. I love this magazine. Everyone tries so hard to make their product make sure their product is the best. Hika-chan, just calm down. Don't worry. We all know that you're giving it your all here. Guys, you're not listening to the whole story that's being taken place. I'm just... Whatever, I'm in the audience, I'm in the background. Just I'm gonna let it play out. But you guys worked so much harder than me, and I'm still the one getting comforted.
wait.
Hold on. Anchan, the truth is, we had both you and Mika-chan come down as substitutes for our missing model. We wanted both of you on the cover, but if you're not really interested, hear her out for a second. Cause this girl's playing a trick, you guys aren't seeing it. Hey, I didn't. Don't worry, I could do it alone. I read the concept docs on my way here.
What?
Sly, bitch. You're so mean, Anchan. Do you really hate me that much? Keep it civil, you two. Anyways, you good to go, Mika-chan? So how about this, Anchan? We won't be needing you today. We reimbursed your transportation expenses, though, and even throw in a little extra for your trouble. What transportation? We literally walked half a block to get here.
Oh,
But... Wow. She didn't even have to try hard pulling that. She's kind of good at stealing away the spotlight when she needs to. As soon as she saw you as... like... Wow. Magazine staff left for the photo shoot. I really screwed that up. Oh, if it's any consolation, it wasn't entirely on you. When it comes to manipulation, you are kind of outmatched. Yeah. Maybe it's because deep down I'm not actually that invested in modeling. She sees straight through that. You might not be super critical about modeling, but you are serious about being a positive model, being an inspiration. So, of course, this is just me thinking critically here, and, you know, going into like the psychological aspect of things as I do. Anyway, I totally ruined the shoot. But still, wasn't Mika's fake crying pretty incredible? Well, yeah, again, to give her some credit, it did have some grace.
Do you think...
Oh, maybe that's what I'm missing. I don't know, though. I think I'm pretty good at fake crying myself. I know the perfect technique. Do tell. Listen carefully. The key is, you don't actually cry. Well, I figured that much.
Yes!
Either way, I think it'll be incredible. I think I'll be able to use that ability to our advantage in the metaverse. I'll turn my failure today into positive energy going forward. Yeah. That's one of the key things about Aunt's character. She can turn anything into a positive. So, that's kind of what most people would like about her. It's definitely one of the key things I like about her. A sense of heightened motivation from Aunt. Yusuke could learn a couple of things from this positivity. I mean, nah, I should probably take that back. The dude does have some he does have some proactivity in his steps, a little bit of a spring in his step as far as his motivation. So, anyways, back to On. We have now achieved the Arcana Lovers rank 5. The Lovers Arcana rank 5 with Crocodile Thieves. An ability for a chance to force enemies to ask for less during the negotiations.
Alright.
We may or may not be seeing that often or not often enough during our battles going forward. So yeah, all is good, all is well. Speaking of the metaverse, I'm going to try super hard at my work with the Phantom Thieves too. But for now, I should go stop by and see Shiho at the hospital. Thanks for today.
Bye!
See you later.
Ah, you're back.
Alright. The deadline's tomorrow. We gonna be okay? The pictures are gone. He has no avenue to threaten us anymore. That is, if we're able to trust what Kaneshiro said. Don't say such scary stuff. We can't relax just yet. He may still end up released from police custody. For real? Yeah, we're not exactly... Bottom line is, we're not out of the woods yet. That is, unless they have decisive evidence to, like a confession. I mean, saying it twice would kind of seem oblivious, but saying I'm worried now... what's the third option? What's the third option saying we're not out of the woods yet? To just be prepared. Whatever. It'll probably be fine. We might be fine. True, there does seem to be some movement. Sis actually sent me a message saying she won't be home tonight. There's a chance that the police have found their breakthrough. Ooh, does that mean it happened? The timing's perfect. I guess let's just hope for the best? I'm gonna stay up all night watching the news to find out. Alright. We can hang out with Oya today. I did kind of go back to the Velvet Room to fuse that lovers. Do we have a devil? Up, Andros. There we go, devil. Alright. Sotaro, I'll be heading to the bar real quick before the plot happens. Don't wait up on me. Crossroads.
Oh, honey.
Sure coming here a lot. I don't really mind it, but keep yourself in check. Yep. Hello.
Yo!
The authorities are really working on the Kaneshiro case. It's best to stay away from him. But I guess that doesn't have anything to do with you. Take a seat. Got any new info? I feel like my bond with Oya will go stronger soon. New confidant rank 3 with the devil. Let's hang out with the devil.
Oh?
Seriously? Where do you get this stuff from? True believers are scary. Hey, you want a drink? I think this is rank 3. Yeah, I think this is rank 3. A fan site? Oh, you mean the Phantom Aficionado website? I didn't know it was so popular with high school kids. I haven't been paying much attention to it. But if it's newsworthy, I guess I should keep tabs on it. The Phantom Thieves must be really bored if they're going after small-time criminals now. I have a theory that they're all minors and their leader is some simpleton dying from boredom. Minors can't do that stuff. You might be right. You shouldn't make assumptions. Minors couldn't do that stuff. Well, it's kind of contradicting what she said in the previous conversation. I think she said when we first met her, she said, quote unquote, kids can do incredible stuff nowadays. So we shouldn't really jump into that tangent quite yet. We should just say, you shouldn't jump straight to assumptions. Assumptions can be kind of a dangerous thing from my experience. You're right. My theory is definitely half-assed at best. Plus, if it only takes a second to change a person's heart, they totally wouldn't be bored. Well, I'm not really invested in writing entertainment articles about whatever fads caught on. But they do really well, right? Some journalists who are in there seem frustrated about that. Journalists? Oh, you mean Nakao and the others?
Shit.
You'd really let me in with those hyenas? Ha! Don't insult me. People at work call them paparazzi behind their backs, but me? I'm a real journalist. Well, I'm sure you are. Hey, I wasn't looking for some kid to butt in. You called me, and I'm sitting here. Deal with it. Entertainment articles are all about selling copies. The truth doesn't even matter. Nobody wants to read real news. Why not change careers? Look for a new angle. Never. But at this rate, if I quit now, it'd be the same as declaring my partner guilty.
Damn it.
Jointly responsible. What a joke. She didn't do anything. That's why I can't quit. And why I'll never give up. What happened? It has nothing to do with you, kid. But, thanks to you, I've had some time to focus on my own investigation. I'm going to write an article that you'll really enjoy. Think of it as a sign of my appreciation. I can see it now. Exclusive behind the incredible Phantom Thieves. Dial 911 for justice. How's that sound? Don't worry, I'll take it seriously. After all, that's what I promised you. My deal with Oya seems to be progressing smoothly. Rank 3, Shocking Scoop. Security level rises slowly and lowers upon defeating an ambushed enemy. Alright, should make traveling through palaces less, you know, a bit more, I'm trying to think of the right word or phrase, a bit more smoothly. I want to say something else other than, you know, it'll go by a bit more smoothly, but, you know, of course we'll still, you know, pay attention, but it should go a little bit better. Anyways. You sure are weird though, coming all this way to Shinjuku at night. Hey, I got nothing else better to do. So far. Plus, hello? Wait, what? I can talk to him? Really? Okay, I'll be right there. Work? Nah, I'm already off the clock. Sorry, I have some urgent business I need to attend to. Just put this one on my tab, Lala-chan.
Well then.
See ya. Jeez, she's such a child. She gets so excited the moment something comes up about her favorite assignment. Well, conflict and thickened plots is kind of what I lived for in this world, so... Anyway, shouldn't you be getting home too? Only have a half day at school tomorrow, so, I was able to pick Oya's interest in stories about the Phantom Thieves. My charm has increased, and I've gained 2 pivots. Yeah! Alright, here we go. Guys, gals, and binary pals, here we go. Look at all those police cars. Something happened. Looks like they're searching the premises. Notice iconic breakdown. Doesn't have anything to do with those posters we saw. Could they be arresting the Phantom Thieves? Yes again. Saturday. And it's gone up to 35.2% on the fan site. That's a huge jump across the board. Foretold by a calling card, Salem Shibuya, Phantom Thieves is super active. And people are now interested in the forum. Whew.
Oh man.
It's so hot.
Who cares?
Did you catch the news report this morning about the mafia boss getting busted? Apparently, someone scattered calling cards all across Shibuya just before his arrest. Remember that Kaneshiro scandal? They said the same thing happened, that someone left the calling card. Monorame too, if I'm not mistaken. Do you think it's Phantom Thieves? If so, I'm impressed. Can't believe they really steal hearts.
No matter how hard they looked, even our organized crime department couldn't catch Junya Kaneshiro. And yet he simply turned himself in, even confessed all his crimes.
I'm just gonna move this piece to... check. Your move, prosecutor lady.
The Phantom Thieves.
Is it a crime to manipulate someone's heart?
Depending on the means, yes. He's absolutely right.
Even if it makes someone admit their evil deeds and helps make them pay for their crimes?
Can't do that on the police force.
I hope she hasn't fallen under their influence.
Phantom thieves. Damn it.
Your move.
Now, everyone.
I heard the leader of the crime ring was causing trouble in Shibuya just got caught. Seems like some of our students have been victimized by them, so we can breathe easy for now. I'm thankful to the police for arresting the perp, even though they were just doing their job poorly. They were doing their job poorly. By the way, perp is police slang. What did I say? You might have heard the stars in the police procedurals say it. It's short for perpetrator. Speaking of stars, can you answer this question, Amamiya-san? Frick, I didn't pull it up.
Give me an answer.
Okay. The sum of the angles A through E is the same as the sum of interior angles of a certain shape, 180 degrees. Do you know what that shape is? Alright, the obvious answer being the triangle.
This is it.
Yeah,
Very good.
that's correct. Sum of the interior angles of the triangle is always equal to 180 degrees when it is planar. Planar. However that's pronounced. Oh, really? Hamamiku seems kinda smart, doesn't he?
Nice going.
Okay. We are now rank 4 with our knowledge. We are encyclopedic.
All right.
By the way, there are rumors that the Phantom Thieves tracked down the perp this time, Kaneshiro. I remember their name with a bit on Madarame, as well as the incident in May. Could this be a new urban legend? Anyways, please prepare for your test starting Wednesday. Don't be distracted by rumors like that.
Yep.
Looks like we succeeded in changing Kaneshiro's heart. A lot of people are talking about the Phantom Thieves too.
Hell yeah! Kaneshiro finally confessed!
Yeah.
People have been making a huge deal of it since the police announcement.
It's difficult to accept that the authorities are taking all of the credit for his arrest.
Don't worry so much about it. At this point, it doesn't really surprise me.
People are going nuts about the Phantom Thieves online, though. Look!
It's all coming together for us.
Yeah.
Oh, this is quite the turnaround. All of a sudden, people are expressing their long-standing belief in us.
Now,
So this is why Makoto told us to post the calling card anywhere that might stand out.
Pretty smart move on her part. Oh, where is our amazing Miss President?
I have a feeling she's dealing with a particular egghead right about now.
Hello? It's Makoto. My apologies, but I won't be able to join you today.
It's fine. Keeping up with your regular duties, eh?
I've been called into a meeting with the principal.
Of course you have.
There's no need to worry, though. More importantly, there was a special on TV about the Phantom Thieves.
Huh? What did it say?
They were talking all about our calling cards.
Naturally. You made a good call spreading them around where everybody can see. Our dude was completely invisible to the public's eyes, so that was a good call.
For real?
Anyway, my apologies about today. I'll have to see you all another time.
Who is that?
Our amazing Miss Counselor.
Really?
Or not
Oh,
counselor.
that's freaking crazy!
Amazing Miss Advisor, I should say. She's not a counselor.
I hope all this excitement doesn't place us on the police's radar.
Only one person has really called us out, and maybe it would help if we then stand out in a public area.
It'll be fine. No way they'd find out about that weird other world.
And as long as someone manages to keep a roll of duct tape for that blonde ape's mouth. Seriously, Morgana, can you pass me the silver shiny thing I placed in my bag? I might just need it in a couple of seconds.
True, but do you remember what the fake Kaneshiro said towards the end?
Another metaverse user, huh?
Yeah, he said we're not the only ones who are doing it.
Not gonna let it bother me. As far as we know, he was just pulling that shit out of his ass.
No, I think that part actually makes sense. It would be that much harder to believe if we were actually the first ones to discover this out of nowhere.
I hope that's the case.
Anyways, in your face, Akechi.
Your move, man. Your move, pancake boy.
Now, what do you want to do about our next target?
Lie low for now until we actually find one.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Still, people might expect a lot from our next move, considering how excited they're getting.
I say we take our time. Again, we just let the natural flow of things point us in a direction.
We can't just pick any old schmo now.
There is no need to hurry, though. Counting Kamoshida, we've claimed 3 consecutive victories, right?
Also counting the ones that we've scored in Mementos, namely 4. We'll get more names soon, and then there will be another Mementos episode, trust me.
We should just lay low and wait for all this excitement to blow over.
In that case, how about we have another celebration?
Oh, good idea. We can make it a welcoming party for Miss President, too. By the way, that briefcase, it's pretty damn expensive. Let's sell it and drop the cash on our party.
Wow. Seems like the lay low and wait idea has gone completely out the window.
What are you gonna do? It's just a small celebration. It's not like we're being very proactive right now.
So we can count you out then, Morgana?
Besides, our target was captured. We should celebrate.
What are you talking about? I was just saying we should try and keep our party on the down low.
There we go.
That's the spirit. Well, I'm gonna let Makoto know.
Alright, I'm gonna try to keep my distance from my mic, because that seems to be a safe enough distance for now to where it's not, you know, entirely peaking. So, alright. It's kind of weird.
Hi, Makoto. There's something we forgot to tell you. So... Oh...
What's wrong?
Hello? I hope you remember we have finals next week. Yusuke and Morgana excluded, of course.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that she was also student council president.
If you wish not to stand out, you had best not get bad grades, okay?
Well, wouldn't that kind of work in reverse in Ryuji's case?
That is something I simply would not be able to overlook as student council president.
Fine.
For now, behave and concentrate on your studies. We can have fun once finals are over. Understood?
Yes, Mako-chan. Although I did just get my knowledge up to 4, it should be the ones on my left and right you should be worried about. Not the one in the glasses.
Care to explain?
I believe in what I wrote. The Phantom Thieves are just.
Have you figured out who they are?
No, I'm nowhere close. However, after considering all the facts, I concluded there are no errors in their acts or principles.
Yeah, I mean, you have Exhibit A, Exhibit B, and now you have Exhibit C to back that up, so...
Thus, upon deeming them to be on the side of justice, I have decided to end my investigation.
But
Good
that's
girl.
impossible.
Impossible? May I see the evidence you have that leads you to believe so?
if you bother to even count, if you bother to even check for evidence yourself.
I was just speaking to the director of a prestigious college about your letter of recommendation, too.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, you are a funny man, Principal Lakeman. I'm sure as hell you were. I'm sure as hell you were. The numerous pile of not so neatly stacked papers on your right side.
There will be no need for that. I intend on getting into a good college by my own merit.
Ha!
Please excuse me.
And we move this
Hey, we're
piece
not done
to
here.
checkmate.
You're done. You're washed. It's over.
You're done. You're done. Go suck on a hard-boiled egg and cry about it.
Sir,
Cry.
it's me. I apologize for bothering you like this. About that. Yes, I am making progress. However, I have stumbled upon some difficulties.
High difficulties at that.
Still, why would someone as important as you be interested in a petty case like this? No, that's not what I meant. I will investigate with all the resources available to me. Of course. I should be able to let you know relatively soon. Yes, I will bring good news.
I'm just now seeing the pupils on his 3D model. They're just all the way up there, and it's kind of disturbing. But anyway.
Well then, thank you for your... Damn it!
You lose. Good day, sir. We'll see you on the other end.
I'm home.
Hi, sis. You look tired. Is everything okay?
Don't worry about me. How about you, Makoto? Have you been keeping up with your studies?
Yes, of course. Though, what is the point of studying?
Mako, you're kind of leading too far into the opposite end there.
What do you mean?
I was just wondering what will be waiting for me at the end.
That's a good point.
Even if I manage to push through tough entrance exams, I'm still thrust into a competitive society.
What else is there besides success? Don't ask me such childish questions.
Isn't this the man the Phantom Thieves sent a calling card for? I heard he confessed all his crimes.
All there is victory at the end, huh? I wonder about that.
Even the police couldn't figure out why. It really was out of nowhere. This would only make sense if his personality changed. That would be impossible.
Would it?
Why does it matter? The police still caught him in the end, right?
I had plans set for a promotion, but no one can take credit for his arrest now with that confession.
You weren't even gonna catch the guy to begin with. How could you line yourself up for a promotion with that attitude?
Not that a child would understand.
Oh, frick off. Just get out of here.
So she was
Go.
pursuing the case after all.
She wasn't getting very far is what she did. Not like she would actually try and issue a thank you to the proper ones who did it, though.
Promotion. You've changed, sis. But I'll be okay. I finally found a place where I belong.
Good.
Ah, you're back.
How are things going? You seem to be keeping on the straight and narrow so far, but doesn't mean you can just slack off with somewhere on the horizon. Got it? This reaction is incredible. I'm honestly shocked to see it. It's only natural that people are surprised. Even the police are struggling to catch him. Or they were struggling to catch him, up until now. By the way, you said you were called in by the principal? Did something happen? It was regarding my investigation of the incident with Mr. Kaneshiro. Don't worry, I didn't mention a word about any of you. I essentially told him I was unable to find any information. Thank you. Don't mention it. I've graduated from my role as the exemplary honor student. From now on, I'm going to be more honest with myself. It's quite a refreshing feeling. What are you gonna do now? Wanna stay by the Phantom Thieves? That's my intention, assuming it wouldn't be any trouble. Welcome aboard! Welcome aboard our merry ship. It would actually be a big problem if you didn't stick with us. I mean, background support would also be nice, but anyways. We should allow her to join us. It would be greatly convenient. Well then, I hope I can continue getting along with all of you.
An advisor, huh? This new teammate of ours is pretty promising. We'll be able to do even more now.
Like go outside? Yay, we could go outside.
Hey, wait!
What's going on? It's crowded. Oh, there's a discount because it's Yakiniku Day. So raise up efficiency and earn more cash. Let's get to work. Let's get right down to it. Alright, meaning this time I gotta pay attention.
What did you say?
Alright. It's memory minigame time. Gonna be bombarded at this rate. Alright. Large curry bowl. Medium natto. Large curry. Medium natto. Large natto. Medium curry. Large curry. Medium natto. Large natto. Medium curry.
Yes! Hey! Nice.
And that means the last one is a medium curry.
Well,
Done and done.
My.
Wow, good work. Seems like there were a lot of customers today, but you handled
Thanks
it
in
well on
advance.
your own. It's about the same amount as I usually get. It's a start. It's a start.
man.
30 points proficiency when I'm already ranked 4 doesn't really do much for me. I want to raise my guts. Whatever, things will get busy starting tomorrow. So, yep. Time warp. Here we go. Alright, Miss Prosecutor Lady, you've heard the story all up until now.
Don't be ridiculous. This new ally you gained was Makoto? Just tell me the truth.
You already know the truth.
Makoto.
Kinda kept yourself distant from her, didn't you?
That's preposterous. If what you say is true, was Makoto also running from the police when you were arrested?
Ask for yourself.
Now that I think about it, she did start talking a lot about the investigation from summer onward.
Mm-hmm.
Makoto aside, you mentioned one other important detail.
What might that be?
Did Kaneshiro really say there was someone using the metaverse besides the Phantom Thieves? Those words could just be taken as you shifting blame to this other person, you know.
Possibly. What more should I say?
But why would you fabricate such an elaborate story and then shift the blame elsewhere? There are two possibilities. Either you've simply been trying to confuse me with your lies, or everything you've stated is true. Have you been telling me the truth from the very start?
I have no reason to lie at this point.
Does that mean you're placing your trust in me?
Do you see anyone else in this empty boxed room?
Then again, I am investigating a thief who steals hearts. Very well. No matter how absurd it may seem, I'll reevaluate my stance on believing you, for now.
This is a really good, over-the-shoulder shot of Ren, by the way. This is a really good, shot of his model.
In return, speak the whole truth and nothing but the truth. It's a fair deal. Is that acceptable?
Alright, we've made a deal with the prosecutor.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the judgment persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
Surprise, surprise! Is anybody else but newcomers into the series surprised? Well, if you've been following along with the story and the characters, this comes at a pretty obvious standing. Of all the people we were going to pick for the Judgment Arcana, we'd imagine it would be the prosecutor lady. And we have rank 1. We're not going to give very many, if any, benefits to her competent at all as we share our story. But at the very least, this does show how she's starting to get a bit more connected. She's becoming a bit more intrigued with our story now.
All right.
Alright, here we go.
We're running out of time. Let's move on to your next target. Actually, I should rephrase that. They targeted your group first, didn't they? The identity of your opponent is this.
At Medjed. A whole lot of green.
We have no pictures. Even their names and identities are unknown. If what you told me is true, then this nav thing you've mentioned wouldn't have worked in this case. How did you target them? Tell me everything.
Alright. Lowered it a bit too low, I think. I think that's good. Alright, summary of the story has been updated all the way up until this point. Alright, if we want to go back, we press the X. And I think I finally might have my mic adjusted perfectly. If not, then easy enough to, you know, kind of... Again, I messed it up a little bit earlier this week, trying to get this all in almost one go. Alright, Phantom Thieves are amazing. Isn't it so cool how they steal people's hearts? And then make them fan da 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 da. Hey, you're there, right? Come downstairs.
Hey, check the ingredients in the fridge.
Aye, aye, sir.
Hey, what's up? Huh? It's not right. Not cute. That was the one the staff recommended to me, though. Won't that printer do? Huh? It'll do, but it's not it? Okay, I'll be right over. this might take a while. I'm leaving the store to you. Lock up for me if I don't come back.
Got it. Going on a date?
Something like that.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
What a handful.
Have fun.
And that concludes the latest news on the suspect Kaneshiro. This case is said to be a result of the Phantom Thieves' actions, but what do you think?
We don't know their methods, but I believe they are a menace that will threaten this law-abiding country. This dangerous group tampers with people's hearts. It's no different from brainwashing.
I'm just waiting until we meet our J. Jonah Jameson.
I see. You're absolutely correct.
I think every vigilante group or vigilante character needs a J. Jonah Jameson.
I wonder what's going on. Didn't this happen a little while ago, too? Who was it again? You know, that famous artist.
Ah, Madarame, was it?
They punished those awful people, didn't they? The Phantom Thieves aren't at fault then.
Well, that may be true, but...
Don't you think so too, dearie? The Phantom Thieves aren't doing anything wrong, are they?
Of course not. Probably not. I don't know. Of course they're not.
See, even he says that they're doing good. Oh my, look at the time. We should probably head home.
Ah, you're right. Thanks for the drink.
Thanks for your money.
Yes, I've received the reports on Kaneshiro's case. But to think the Phantom Thieves would honestly attempt an absurd idea like social reform. You're absolutely right. I'm not pleased about the general public's support of them either. There's also the danger of the metaverse being exposed with their continued actions.
Yep, there it is. I called it. I absolutely called it. There was no way we were going to be the first ones to just discover this plane of existence out of nowhere.
Actually, there is one countermeasure he brought in that seems usable.
I mean, of course, this was obvious. Again, I say the obvious stuff in which I should already know about, but, you know.
It involves having the Phantom Thieves destroy themselves without our direct intervention. We'll set things up so that those mental shutdown occurrences are their doing.
Ah, so you're playing one of your cards, huh?
Ah, I thought as much. I had a feeling that it was too brutal for it to be his own idea. Still, to think you'd go through such elaborate detail to crush them. Their actions must be that much of an eyesore for you. I sympathize with what you're going through. Well then, I'll clean this up quickly and put it behind us. Yes, a grand undertaking like social reform is beyond a group such as the Phantom Thieves. Only a select few are worthy of changing the world. And who better than the future Prime Minister, sir?
Ah, okay. Okay, we're getting more into it now. It's Ryuji.
Hey, it's me. Where you at? What you doing?
It's a secret.
Don't be such an ass. I bet you're at home, right? We're gonna come over right now about the, you-know-what. See ya.
See ya.
What's up? We're here to hang out.
That's not why we're here. We need to study for finals.
Ah, okay. This late at night?
Why am I here too?
You're kind of the smart one out of the group, plus, you know, the more the merrier.
You're one of us now, so of course you gotta help us. We're in trouble if you don't teach us, you know?
You talking to me or her? Because you were looking at me while saying it. I mean, I guess we could both help you out, if that's the case. That's right.
Even you're saying such things?
Hey, like I said, you're the smart advisor in the group. I mean, I can help out here and there.
Let's leave those guys be.
Don't act like you're off the hook. Did ever usually say that your only strong point is English? You gotta study along with the rest of us, you know?
I couldn't ask the last time I was here. But what is this place? The storekeeper doesn't seem to be around.
It's where this guy lives.
He's not lying.
He's got complicated circumstances. We can tell her about it, right? Actually, tell yourself.
Okay. It's quite the gruesome tale.
That's terrible.
And that night is when I truly decided to invoke myself as the Knight of Darkness to become the one true Batman.
Yusuke and me are pretty much the same too. I mean, it's not as bad as this guy's though. It's just something we can't ever put up with. That's why we all became Phantom Thieves.
And we attack at the dead of night. Yeah.
Hey, don't forget me.
And there's a cat too. Yeah.
I know. We're all part of the team. By the way, Makoto, ain't there someone you can't forgive either? Like, a heart you want to change?
I can think of one person.
That's a secret.
Ah, there's someone like that. You could just tell us, you know. You don't gotta be so cold.
She's keeping her cards close to her chest for now until it becomes more relevant.
That aside, do you have any intention of studying for the exams?
Him?
Not really.
Not really.
It's fine if I leave then?
Please, don't leave. I need friends to study with.
No, I'm just joking. Please teach us.
It's way better with people than to study alone.
What was this term? It's phobia, so it's a fear of some kind.
I think it's a fear of open spaces. You don't hear it that often, though. Leave vocabulary and long sentences to me. I suck at proper grammar, though.
Even if we study English, it's not like I'm gonna use it in the future.
Yep, that was my mindset when talking about Spanish. I took 4 years of that back in high school, and I still can't speak a full coherent sentence. It was just wasn't for me.
When it comes to you, your Japanese is questionable too.
Shut up!
Explain the writer's feelings? What point is there in that?
It's only questions like these you would find on an English exam, I swear. Ha! Sure.
Oh, it's impossible. I can't memorize all these formulas. Ain't there a good way of cheating?
Usually it takes that much more effort to cheat than to actually memorize the stuff. Believe me, you're best off spending more of your time just reading through the stuff.
Why don't we take a break?
Break is good. Break is needed.
And that was the follow-up report on the suspect Kaneshiro. Now,
Actually,
Akechi-san.
Before we get into whatever Akechi's going to say, I'm gonna share a study tip which I have been using, since I'm now in college. It's the best tip or strategy for studying I have. So, it's essentially a 25-minute by 5 minutes tactic. What it actually is you study for 25 minutes, take a break for 5, That way, you know, it keeps your attention, it keeps your focus, and then you keep on studying for 25 intervals just like that. All the way up for about 2 hours. Necessarily just 2 hours at most. You don't really have to keep on going on a single subject past the 2-hour mark. Otherwise, you'll get, you know, you'll start to feel a bit, you know, strained going at it. Unless it's something you're interested in. Unless it's a subject you're interested in, and by all means, keep on going. But you mainly just want to keep at it for just 2 hours a day. So, yeah, 25 minutes, break for 5 minutes, keep on going. It works pretty okay for me, mostly. I mean, it's helped. So there you have it.
This case is said to be the result of the Phantom Thieves' actions, but in actuality, is this true?
Considering how a calling card was scattered about, I believe there's no mistaking that. The question is what the Phantom Thieves actually did. If they tampered with the suspect's heart, it casts doubt on the authenticity of any confession.
Huh.
So then by tampering with hearts, the Phantom Thieves are fabricating crimes that may not exist?
But for what purpose would we have to do that? I mean, these people are criminals.
We can't deny the possibility. There's no doubt that the Phantom Thieves are exposing hidden injustices in society.
Thank you.
However, if this is done by sidestepping the law, their way of thinking is very dangerous.
Now tell the police to do a better job tell the police to do a better job at their jobs.
So in a way, they're outlaws.
Yes. They're no different than the criminals they target. This cannot be overlooked.
I mean, I know I have a full-on, you know, mindset of, you know, advocating for vigilantism, but honestly, why do you think vigilantes exist?
I see.
Oh, I see. My ass? Why the hell are we being treated as the bad guys?
Just let them say whatever they want. More people are starting to understand that what we're doing is right, after all.
That is true.
When I'm walking around in town, I hear a lot more people talking about us, too. And the forum's been full of hype. Do you think we made it big time?
Quite possibly so. That seems to be the case.
Don't get pompous over dealing with some street thug. Save it for after we deal with a bigger target.
We just gotta take down a bigger one, yeah?
Makona's mind seems to always be on the mission.
That was the plan from the start anyways.
True. It may be best if we start thinking about it.
I bet we'll find one in no time. The wind's blowing in our direction and everything. I feel like we won't lose to anything right now.
Well, we'll decide on that eventually. We need to overcome our exams first. Now then, break time's over. Let's get back to...
That reminds me, the celebration party. Weren't we gonna do it after exams?
Yes, I believe so.
Might as well get over this part.
Where should we go? I feel like I'll study better if I got something to look forward to.
The last one was a buffet at a hotel. We haven't gone anywhere since.
Yeah, aside from the buffet and, you know, the hot pot, it's mainly just been food, so what's next?
Hmm? A buffet?
Yusuke, you got to sit down for hot pot.
Where would be good? Hey, what about fireworks? A fireworks festival!
Sounds nice.
Oh yeah, it's that season, huh?
That sounds good to me.
It's hard to ignore a buffet, but I'll take the beauties of summer. Still, I demand that we feast during the festival as well.
Frick yeah, we get some kebabs and skewers and we enjoy them while seeing the glimmering lights in the sky. I like the cut of your jib, Yusuke.
Do you guys own a yukata? Will you wear a yukata?
Condoms are pretty common.
Doesn't a fireworks festival sound good? You think so too, right?
Great idea.
Alright, fireworks festival it is. Let's look for a good one.
Steady comes first, though. I won't let you off if you fail any of them. Are we clear?
Ooh, she means business.
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh, Ryuji, you better watch out, buddy.
Alright, fireworks festival it is. Let's look for a good one.
Steady comes first, though. I won't let you off if you fail any of them. Are we clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So we got a listener on the inside, huh? Interesting. The plot thickens, y'all. Fireworks and yukatas. I guess it's that time of the year. Halfway through July. But yeah. Hey, so there's this dangerous, almost psychotic blog I found that hasn't ended up on a forum yet. I'll kill him, I'll kill him, I'll kill him. That's all it says. Rumored has it, she's talking about her boyfriend. That sounds pretty dangerous. Yeah, it seems like she'll do something real bad someday, right? And it gets even worse. As it turns out, she's a Shujin student. You know a girl named Yumiko Mogami? She's always up near the classrooms on the second floor. Please, you have to do something before things get worse.
Oh!
This is a good opportunity for us. Kaneshiro's change of heart has probably opened up some deeper parts of Mementos. Let's make some time to talk about it at the hideout. Okay, lovesick stalking girl. Alright, just gonna go ahead and save. Okay. This is after school, this is evening. There are new openings here. Yeah. Okay. I don't exactly know what we should do today. Or tonight, for that matter. However, just a Kaneshiro thing. Alright.
Good night.
We can't do anything. All the plot's going on. Okay. Then we can go up here and watch a DVD, I guess. I did rent out the ICU, which, you know, it's about a medical drama and it increases our kindness, so we can do that. We can make more tools. How many tools do we have? Let's see, items. We have 2 lockpicks. We can make more lockpicks.
Okay.
I can make about 5 things. We're gonna make 5 lockpicks, or rather 4 lockpicks, and then we can make one other thing. Wait, what about battle? We can do a bunch of battles. We can make a bunch of battle stuff. We have about 5 of those. We have 2 stun guns. We can make 2 stun guns. Okay. And then we can make remainder of our time is just lockpicks. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks for the proficiency, I guess.
Well then.
Da, 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 da.
What a refreshing morning. How are you doing?
Ah, hello.
I didn't expect the Phantom Thieves would suppress a man that even the police had trouble with.
That's what we're here for.
The fact they have so much support online is worrisome. I'm in a bind since I previously denounced them.
Sorry, I meant that's what they're for. But, yeah, you're kind of in hot water, aren't you?
All the interviews these days ask me about that. Still, can we really say the Phantom Thieves are on the side of justice with just this example?
Not just this example. 3 of them. Count them. 3. 1, 2, 3. Let people talk. Some of it will be true, some of it will not.
Oh, thank you. But I noticed that you're not saying that the Phantom Thieves are right. I suppose that was an unfair way to phrase it. I was originally investigating the mental shutdown incidents. Don't you think it's similar to the change of heart that the Phantom Thieves are doing? Now that I think about it, their actions mirror the mental shutdown cases with the rate of victims. It's impossible not to see a connection there. Ah, sorry. I don't want to make you late. I'll see you again.
Sure thing. Sure thing, buddy. It's even more packed than usual today. And now for today's train news. Our headlines are: Shibuya crime ring reveals all the leader's confession has led to the arrest of other key members. Sudden rampage, highway accident, a driver's death has been confirmed, taking a total count to up to 4. And now hotspots in Tokyo. Come see the summer fireworks show on July 18th.
I see.
Thanks to Kaneshiro spilling the beans, that organization is falling like a house of cards. Hey, we're getting more and more famous.
Okay, let's get started.
Tests are coming up. Everybody studying? I know some of you rely on all-nighters, but I don't recommend it. That really messes up your information retention. Oh, speaking of, do you guys know the difference between short-term and long-term memory? I actually studied this a bit during psychology class. Like fairly recently. Simple answer is that short-term memory is more temporary, contextual, while long-term memory sticks with you. In the short term, you're working with a hard limit. You contain only 6, maybe 7 pieces of information. Yeah, memory span for long-term memory is about 7 items, give or take 2. Like, you +2 or -2 from the 7 items that you actually retain with short-term memory. But your brain's capacity for long-term memory is huge. It might even be infinite according to some theories.
How about you?
Anyway, so Mimiko, what do you think of all this? Short-term memories only stick with you for seconds at a time. That said, how long do you think you can retain long-term memories? Alright, tricky one. What is long-term? Memories that last a long time, or memories of your whole life. Nope, memories that last a long time. How long? Argument mentioned something about memories. Restore. Infinite. Retain them for forever.
Nice.
Long-term memory is hypothetically, like limitless.
This is it. That's right.
And there are multiple rhetoricals and, rehearsal steps that your mind can take to, keep those memories fresh. Such as, recall and all that stuff. Basically, stuff encoded into your long-term memory never really goes away. Short-term memories will become long-term memories through reiteration. It'd be great if you could encode all of the test answers to long-term memory, huh? Oh well, can't always get what you want. Yes, I am a smart. I am a very, very sharp cookie. Thank you for that. But at least you've got summer break once the exams are over, so do your best to study, okay? Seven 18th, Marine Day. Finals on the 16th, so that should be good, right? What are you talking about? The fireworks festival. You're really quick to look up stuff like that. Go back to studying. I'll do that tomorrow. You'll regret that. Hey, we're in the middle of class. Talk about those things later. Yeah.
Hey, are you listening?
Well, I just improved my proficiency, so let's see if the game rings true. See if the game likes me, see if the game has lied to me. Feel murderous intent. Game, you lied to me! You freaking lied to me! I upgraded my proficiency 2 days ago! 2 days ago!
Pay attention!
Frick you, cat. Frick you, game.
Hey.
Renku. Heading home? It's rare running into you at this hour.
That reminds me.
Oh, that reminds me. Do you remember that counseling Dr. Mark is offering? It seems to be growing quite popular. I saw someone heading into the nurse's office just as I was leaving the school. The teachers say he's been well worth his time here. But I have a feeling there's more to his popularity than just talent. Maybe I should find out for myself at some point. What about studying? Naturally, that'll still happen when I get home. It's part of my daily routine.
Excuse me.
I appreciate your concern, but how about yourself? Depending on the exam scores, there may not be a fireworks festival for anyone to attend. Were you aware? I was not aware of you being my mom. I'm joking. But make sure you study well, alright? Yeah, but remember this. I can still go to that fireworks show if I feel like it. I need to buy some more test prep booklets on my way home. I'll see you later.
Senpai,
Oh, hey! Been a while, hasn't it?
what a pleasant surprise. Are you headed home too?
As I was.
Same here. I don't have club practice today.
Nice.
That reminds me. There's something I wanted to report to you. Would now be a good time?
Oh, yeah, sure thing. I've got time.
Thank you. Why don't we find a seat somewhere?
Huh?
Oh, well, wouldn't you have it?
And you are...
It's been quite a while, Akechi-san.
And the same for you. Yoshizawa-san, right?
Man, this just been a full-on Akechi episode, hasn't it? And we wouldn't have completely rolled out the trifecta if we actually went out and, with this confidant event the other night. You two have a history?
My father works at a TV station. Have you ever seen Good Morning Japan? My father's the director.
I see.
I've been brought onto the show as a guest a number of times now. That's how I ended up becoming acquainted with Yoshizawa-san.
I see.
I didn't know you knew her as well.
Oh yeah, she and I made a deal.
That's right. He's been offering me guidance lately.
A deal, you say? Huh. That's quite the interesting relationship you two have. So, what were you two up to?
Apparently I was about to receive some news.
Oh, right! I was just about to share some exciting news. It's nothing to keep secret, so I may as well spill it now. About that summer competition I mentioned to you before. I was chosen to be our club representative.
Oh, nice! Congratulations!
This only feels like the beginning to me, though.
Isn't your club's team considered to be quite prestigious? And you're their representative. I must say, that's extremely impressive.
Thank you. I'll do my best to make everyone proud.
I'll be cheering you on as well.
Alright.
I have an idea. Since all three of us are here, why don't we go somewhere as a group? We can call it our little celebration for Yoshizawa-san's success.
And I really desperately need to get her confidant up. Like, we've hung out with her at the very least. We can, you know, make up some points, but we have not done anything with her confidant. And ooh.
That would be wonderful. Does that work for you, Senpai?
It sure does.
That settles it. Would you mind if I chose the place? There's a wonderful little cafe I know about.
Okay, then.
Of course. Lead the way.
Yoshizawa-san? You drink hot beverages even in the summer?
I have to prevent my body from getting too cold, since the meet's coming up rather soon.
I see. You make sure you're covering all your bases.
Pretty prestigious of you. So what exactly do you have, Akechi boy?
Good point. Well, some people say coffee can cool you off, even when hot, so I try to avoid that, too. I had this image that you enjoy sweet things, Akechi-san. Is that untrue? I swear I saw you eating fried sweetbread on TV just the other day.
It's all part of a marketing strategy. That sort of stunt is an easy crowd pleaser.
You seem to have your own bases covered as well.
Very much so. Professionals do like to do that sort of thing, as I'm realizing. Aside from that, I kind of feel lied to.
Presenting oneself in a favorable light is nothing surprising.
So how much of yourself that you actually tell me is actually true?
More surprising is just how innocent you seem to be.
I mean, well, technically that's not true. I was about to say I'm the only one that's laid all my cards on the table, but I retract that point.
I've been wondering, how do you two know each other?
His social studies class visited the set of a TV show I appeared on.
Ah, that's right. Second years got to go to a TV station.
Oh, it was pretty drab. Pretty boring, pretty infuriating just a bit.
He and I exchanged our opinions during the shoot, and his way of thinking intrigued me.
It's one positive highlight of that day.
I can definitely see that. Senpai's take on things often helps me as well.
That reminds me, Yoshizawa-san. You had mentioned that he's been providing you with some guidance.
Yes, like you just said, his way of thinking is intriguing. I figured I could benefit from his input.
In that case, let's play a little game.
Oh boy, I know exactly what he's gonna ask.
Would you mind if I posed the same question to you that I first asked him?
No, go right ahead.
He's gonna say it, and we're all gonna figure it out. We're all gonna see her reaction.
So, my question was, what do you think of the Phantom Thieves, Yoshizawa-san?
The Phantom Thieves? You mean in the case that they do in fact exist, yes?
Yes, and I very much do.
I admit that the assistance of others in need is a truly great act.
Contradiction in 3, 2, 1.
But I simply can't agree with their methods.
I see. Care to explain why?
I I suspect the Phantom Thieves' existence isn't going to be beneficial to society in the long run.
How so?
Well, for example, when someone's faced with a problem to overcome, I believe they need to do it themselves. Getting help from others is totally fine, but in the end, it takes a person's initiative to truly create lasting change.
Well, if you're talking about the victims of, you know, the people the Phantom Thieves are going after, sure, you can make a case for that. But when it comes to people like Kaneshiro, they weren't gonna do anything, really. They weren't gonna do anything to change themselves because they viewed their methods as, you know, just. Well, not just, but just, you know, that's the way things have to be. They were quite stubborn about it. They weren't gonna do anything or flip the switch unless someone else kind of pushed them to do it. You kind of need someone to give you that initial push to, you know, have them work it out for themselves. They weren't gonna do it themselves unless someone else got involved. And, you know, it only hurts them and their victims in the process if that wasn't the case. So, her point still stands, and it's very viable when it comes to the victims of such people. But when it comes to people who weren't going to do anything about their actions themselves, you need people like the Phantom Thieves to step in.
If society relied upon a safety net like the Phantom Thieves, I worry that people would stop making a conscious effort.
We need to invoke change in just people in general, like the society of people in general, because they weren't gonna, come to think of it, they weren't gonna check these people for themselves either. So, her words do ring true, but I feel like they need to be spread among the general public, I'm just saying.
Granted, this depends on how severe the problem is, and it's inaccurate to apply generalizations to an entire population. But I believe a society where everyone simply leaves matters to the Phantom Thieves wouldn't last for very long.
I do agree with that notion. That's a good way to end it off with, to end her opinion off with. You just keep relying on this one group of people to solve your problems, you're kind of just pushing them under the rug for someone else to handle. And if they're not around, well, what happens? Chaos ensues.
I see. So, in the sense of a person's growth, their actions actually hinder it.
In one other way, aside from, you know, the general viewpoint.
Quite an interesting take on the matter.
I concur. That is interesting.
Let me ask you then, what do you think of Yoshizawa-san's opinion?
Well, it was helpful, it's a unique stance, she's not wrong. Honestly, I think introducing that sort of viewpoint was indeed very helpful.
I have to agree. It was quite inspiring for myself as well.
And it brings an intriguing take on the matter as well.
Wait, could you actually be a fan of the Phantom Thieves, Senpai?
You didn't mean anything. You didn't mean anything by it.
I didn't mean to start an argument. I just can't help myself sometimes.
Ketchy, it wasn't necessarily an argument. Why are you making this about you?
Let's change the subject to something a bit lighter.
Sure. So next topic is, where is this gymnastics meet gonna be? And some such.
I'm sorry, I should probably get going. If I'm away from home too late, my parents will begin to worry.
Right, then let's call it a day.
Alright.
Good luck on your competition.
You got this, Yoshizawa.
Yes, thank you. Well then, see you later.
You're
Alright,
back.
so you've had your friends over for a study session, huh? And how'd you know? Nothing gets by me. I own the place, remember? I can tell what goes on here just by looking at the tables. We left too many eraser marks, didn't we? I should have probably cleaned them. Alright, fortune teller's prediction was accurate, but 100,000 yen is pretty steep. Yeah, that's why I'm taking on so many jobs. I need the money. Shogi practice, exams are a downer. Shogi practice, yeah. I mean, we're getting a chance to increase our thing with Kasumi. Or, no, Hifumi. I think we should take it.
No time later!
Oh, there appears to be someone wanting to talk to her. A bond with the Hifumi will grow stronger soon. Let's talk to her for a moment. Thank you for shaking my hand. I'm never gonna. No. Creepy stalker fan. Please go away.
Huh?
Please watch it. Yeah, dude. Don't say that. It's like, really? People still say that? Like they're never gonna watch it? I mean, come on. Kind of. It's 2024, man. It's pretty unsanitary, don't you think? I can't believe that you're really here in the church. I read on the internet that you pray to God for victory. Is that true? No. Can I take a selfie with you and post it online? Excuse me, sir. Might I come in and introduce myself as her quote-unquote boyfriend? Sorry, I've been turning down all such requests. By the way, is it true that you trying to become a professional shogi player? Well, nothing's been... I'll be cheering for you to qualify. You'll be the first woman to surpass the 3rd Dan League. I really believe in you. Thank you very much.
Good evening.
Oh, good evening. The guy would not go away, would he? Men like that approach me all the time. At first, I thought you were one of them. That's understandable. I really must apologize for being rude to you. It bothers me when people make such a big fuss over me. Considering that the priest is doing me a great favor by letting me play here. You see, he's my shogi friend. And he's very kind. He once told me that he wanted to become a professional player. But he doesn't laugh at my embarrassing habit when we play together. And he doesn't laugh at me when we play my embarrassing habit, yeah. So, I did the photo shoot. I'm embarrassed just thinking about it. Did you see it? It was called the Venus of Shogi. That's quite the headline. It certainly is. It's not really an excuse, but the editorial staff came up with that title on their own. Ever since I won the Female Shogi League, I've been getting a lot of attention. I just figured I could contribute to the shogi world. Besides, my mother seems to be very happy. Whenever I win, she rejoices as if it were her own victory. So I want to live up to the expectations she has for me. However, she's been a bit overzealous lately. She set up the interview and photo shoot. It's as if she wants to be the manager of a celebrity. Having a difficult time, you don't enjoy it. This is the answer I'm going with. I don't know if it'll get me the most points, but you should just decline. I thought she would have liked that. I can't.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I should be teaching you how to play instead of talking about my mother. Today I'll be showing you something very practical. It's a tactic for using reserved pawns you've taken from your opponent in a more effective way. Nevertheless, I apologize. You're such a good listener. I feel at ease speaking with you. Aside from the priest, you're actually the first person I've spoken to about my mother. Fumi's trust in me is growing. Okay, rank 3. Uchikomi. Chance for a follow-up by a backup member if Joker downs an enemy. So we can also get follow-up attacks from people in our peanut gallery. Alright. First, the switching out party members move, and now this. We're getting more and more involvement with our backup members. Right before we meet up in Memento, so this is all pretty good. Now then, I will instruct you how to play. Are you ready? Let us begin. Hajime! I feel like playing shogi has improved my knowledge by 1 point. It just leaves guts, charms, and kindness to improve.
Until next time.
This is Hifumi. I appreciate you spending time with me today. I ended up feeling much better after sharing my concerns with you. This hardly seems fair. How can I teach you properly when I'm this distressed? This is part of our deal too. Don't worry about it. Bring it on. This is part of our deal too. Is it? I'm not quite sure I understand. Damn it! I'm not getting these. But if that's the case, I can only hope to repay you through my lessons. I was trying to tell her that sharing her concerns was part of it. Oh well. You make for a refreshing opponent. Somehow the more we exchange, the more I feel my world expanding. Teaching you is also a great learning experience for me, as it leads to a deeper understanding of myself. Well then, if you'll excuse me, I'll see you for the next match. Hey, did you know there's gonna be a summer festival in Obadiah? A summer festival, huh? How can someone eat so much fatty food when it's so hot out? And you just don't get it. It's because it's hot out that we want to eat all that meat. Come on, let's go check it out. I'll treat you to a skewer. A summer festival, huh? Hey, do you think there'll be any A5 beef there? Well, you should worry about finals first. Once those are over, it'll be summer vacation, so stay focused. It's summertime around the corner. It's gonna happen.
My hope rests with the Phantom Thieves.
I'm so glad the Phantom Thieves are all over the news. Yeah, they've really taken off since the whole Kamoshida thing. The legend of the Phantom Thieves started at our school. We're practically one of them. And who can't relate to what they're doing? Punishing corrupt adults up to no good. The police should be taking notes. See, that's what I'm saying. Not that they're not doing it, but...
Quiet down.
People sure are making a fuss, even though it's right before exams. Behind Kaneshiro's arrest are the Phantom Thieves, a mysterious group that changes people's hearts. If I recall, there were similar rumors back during our business with Kamoshida-kun. Help the weak and crush the strong. Truly a modern tale of the Phantom Thief. In a long history of humans, the Gentleman Thief has been seen briefly during times of turmoil. Now then, please take a look at this picture. Amamiya-kun. This picture depicts the final moments of Ishikawa Goemon.
Do you know the answer?
He did something during the Sengoku period that had him and his family boiled to death. Do you know what he did? Well, be the
This is it.
Duh.
Correct.
Ishikawa Goemon is Japan's most famous thief. He's very popular and some called him a gentleman thief. By the way, the Goemon bath comes from his name. Only stealing from the rich and powerful and sharing with the poor. Goemon's exploits have been documented in many forms of media. like kabuki and novels. I am the smart. I am a smart cookie. And because I have a friend who pretty much is Goemon by reference. So, call it cheating if you want to. I'd say I have the advantage. However, it's actually unclear whether or not Goemon is indeed a gentleman thief. Rebellion against Hideyoshi, whose companion had failed. Propaganda by the government to sully his name. The gentleman thief Goemon may be no more than an illusion made by varying motivations. In actuality, most heroes and gentlemen thieves throughout history are something like that.
Yep.
Make sure people don't think we're just an illusion. Before that, study for your exams.
It's open. Welcome.
Oh, you're the student council president. Nijima-san, correct?
Excuse me.
Sorry for coming by so suddenly.
It was nothing.
Oh no, everyone's permitted to stop by whenever they like. I know the phrase counseling session can make some people nervous, but don't be. Considering you're the student council president, I'd rather they didn't force you to come here at all, actually.
No.
Well, I was advised to come, but I still chose to do it on my own.
Good.
Oh, good. Glad to hear it. But please, there's no need to be concerned about my being here. Feel free to discuss anything with me.
Yes.
Alright, so I shall. You're sounding more like the counselor in here than I am. Yeah, seriously, like typically the roles are more reversed, and the patient is the one that opens the conversation. I mean, that's kind of what they're playing into, but really, like, counselor is supposed to, like, intercept the troubles, not like, you know. Anyways, moving on. I was trying to explain something, but it took a bit too long.
Let's see.
Alright, excellent grades, exemplary conduct. Wow, you appear to be the ideal honor student.
No.
No, not at all. In fact, quite the opposite. I'm actually a bit of a mess, and I always have to turn to others for help. Well, you sure had me fooled. Even still, getting help isn't a bad thing at all. In fact, it's wonderful that you have a support system. Indeed. Especially lately. I feel like I can't do anything right by myself nowadays. Did something go wrong for you?
Yes.
But it's nothing major. I've come to understand all too well that it's a bad idea taking on more of a burden than one should. You really do seem like someone with a mature sense of responsibility. However, that may be why people around you, especially the adults who should be protecting you, rely on you so much. You're carrying on more stones on your back than you should be allowed to. Up a steep mountain. All those people were doing was putting more stones on your back. Adults who should be protecting me? Yeah, like Principal Eggpin. Or even your older sister. Had I been clever enough to understand that earlier, things may have gone a bit differently for me. You think so? You live alone with your older sister. I see. Pardon my saying so, but it seems you've been through quite a lot.
But
honestly, it only felt like the norm to me. But our lack of adult guardians has to have been hard on my sister, even now as well. And I'd be lying if I said it wasn't hard for me too. Do you still remember them? Your parents? Yes.
hey, so
Not as much as my mother, admittedly, but my father, without a doubt. In fact, now that I think about it, I may well have grown to be a bit uptight because of that.
I see.
Is that so? And are you doing okay now? Is your support system adequate?
Well,
It's not as if I had a team of employees or anything, but I do have people that I'm able to rely upon well. And of course, I'd never think of them as replacements for my father or my sister. No one could replace either of them. Whatever lost won't ever come back. I just need to keep my chin up and push toward my future. There you go. Like, look at Miss Student Council Press over here. Got a firm head on her shoulders. I like the way you put that. No one can ever be replaced. Yet we need to keep pushing towards our future. Should anything come up that you want help with, I'll be there to support you, though my skills are pretty limited. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Alright.
Hey!
Hope you're ready for your exams. I'd be pretty sad if the leader of the Phantom Thieves got bad grades. Morgana, I am at level 4 masterful at my academics, so I'm good.
Hey!
Can you tell the others about the target of mementos? Yes, we will. Probably in the next episode or so, because we are calling it here for today.
Somewhere.
So, things have happened. Social links have been formed. We got more story coming in, like a bit more intriguing stuff. It's all very, very exciting. However, next episode, exams before summer fun times. And then we'll probably move the plot a little bit more forward because after the summer events, there's going to be a bit more stuff. I'm not going to spoil it, but just keep an eye out for that kind of thing. But anyways, I've been rambling on for a bit too long. It's about that time I start closing it out. So, my usual spiel. If you all enjoyed today's video, please be sure to leave a like, a comment, subscribe, anything you can to support the channel. I really appreciate everything you guys do. As always, the number of likes has grown quite a bit. Gained a pretty stable subscriber count so far, but I know we can keep on pushing it. Again, love the support you guys give me and all that. So yeah, this has been SMK8 signing out. I will see you all back here in episode 29 for more Persona 5. Catch you later, everyone.
What do you think those people will do if the expectations leveled on this person aren't met?
Exams are finally over.
The most important thing now is our celebration party. They started out as hackers of justice.
It seems like we won't be able to deal with them by ourselves.